Hi, we're back at the Roundhouse, and basically, it's time to examine whether you're thinking of a toy train, a model train, or perhaps a scale. Now, this is a rendition of a streamlined locomotive. It was essentially modeled after the B&O P7. While the manufacturer did throw some coaches painted roughly this color scheme, which wasn't accurate, they also made a chrome version, and they made a bright red one for going with the Circus train. I just have the blue, and it can be repainted if I so desire. But it's a good example of why you have to choose what you want to get into before you get started. We all get started this way. We buy a starter set. We'll get enough track to make a loop. Maybe we'll be adventurous and get a trestle set to make it go over and under. But first step is we get the train that we think is neat, and then we get a board. And, well, we get the board and we decide that we've gotten too large train, or it fills it up for the most part. Maybe some things that were on that train weren't to scale pretty much. They were sized too large or too small. But the first step in railroad modeling is to try and make your scenes a little bit more believable. Okay, well, this is what a wall behind your train set looks like. Not too spectacular. How about we add a backdrop to it? Looks a little better. How about in the foreground, we give it some texture and some foliage. Now, these are immediate changes that you can make, and they don't cost a lot. If you want to make, in this day and age, okay, we've gone from let's make some textured grass where you can paint your board green, or you can take some sawdust and use food coloring to make it green. And now there are some very nice products out there. Old-fashioned plaster of Paris with a certain amount of black or brown paint mixed in can give you some good texture. A little bit of gravel, you can either buy it in the store in the ready mix, or you can pick it up out of your yard, whatever works for you. But you can be innovative. You don't have to be the all whiz-bang brand new guy who's got the 3D printer who knows how to draw and change into the formats that the printers use and print it up, who has the patience for doing it. Most of us do not have the patience for that. But if you've got a printer, you can go out there with your camera or phone and you can make yourself some backdrops. And it'll make a difference for your layout. And it won't cost you that much. Other things to be considered. Just how crazy are you? Do you want to build from scratch, from drawings and using up plastic or metals, or buying kits of the various type and enjoying the building of these kits and then later on running them? But it's a matter of how much time do you have? Is it more practical just to buy something off the shelf? What works for you? There are some videos out there of some extraordinary folk who have show the construction of locomotives in brass, and they are very adept at it, and they get exactly the locomotives that they want, and they seem to work well for them. That person I'm thinking of is from England. And meanwhile, you have some folk from New Zealand and Australia who generate, once again, their own equipment, or they have converted it from another gauge, I'm not sure, but they do absolutely exquisite work. And never restrict you or yourself from getting information from overseas. While European equipment may look odd to North American equipment, it all follows the same principle. And it's like horseshoes and hand grenades. Get it close, make a good impression, and you'll enjoy it, and everyone who sees it will enjoy it too. Now, the thing to remember, whether you start off small and you add, and you try to give an impression. It doesn't matter if you stick to something that is more or less toy in style, or if you go to something that is halfway between toy and scale. It doesn't matter. As long as you make the scene semi-believable, it will be enjoyable to you and to everyone who looks at your layout. And that is the key. Enjoy it, build it, enjoy it some more, and you keep on enjoying it for as many years as you have it. Thank you for watching, and if you like what you've seen, please hit that subscribe button.